by Lawson. Thank you, about a mother and son who immigrated to America from the old country. Schmuel fully assimilated, but MOMMALA finds it more difficult.
Disneyland opened in 1955, and it only cost $15 to get in. This is MOMMALA and Sammy visit Disneyland.
Schmuel, so many people. What is this place?
MOMMALA, this is Disneyland in 1955. It just opened.
And those creatures over there, what are they?
That's Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
They greet you here with a couple giant mice. They're even bigger than the rats we had back in Russia.
Never mind, MOMMALA. I know. Oh, MOMMALA, look who's coming over there.
Oh, such a shame I made of.
Yes, she is a pretty girl.
What is she, a princess?
Snow White.
Remind me again, Googler.
From Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And the Seven Dwarfs, she cooked the meals, washed the dishes, cleaned the cabin of the Seven Dwarfs. It's a fairy tale, Mama.
Oh, how is that a fairy tale? It sounds like what I do all the time. That is that man over there.
That's Humpty Dumpty.
Remind me, please, Googler.
He fell off a wall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put him back together again.
Oh, such a class and such a king, a mensch. Much better than the Tsar that we had back in Russia.
Mama, look. You want to go on a spinning teacups ride?
Answer me, Schmuel. Do you want my porcelain herring to decorate your new shirt? I don't think so, Schmuel.
Well, how about the rocket to the moon ride?
Don't be Mashugana. There will never be any rocket to any moon.
Tell me what you want to do, Mama. We came all this way for opening day of Disneyland.
I don't want to schlep around no more, Schmuel. Let's just sit.
I didn't pay a whole $15 per person to just sit. Tell you what, Mama, let's come back in a few years when it's less crowded and the entry fee has gone down.
Such a smart boy, so good.
Let's have a round of applause.
The 1950s is when science fiction on radio came of age. It was more than about space exploration and less about monsters from outer space.
Next is a sci-fi parody by Leimkuehler called Captain Robinson and the Iron Pirate.
The setting is the old and unreliable spaceship called the Iron Pirate. And we have the bridge of the ship with Captain Robinson, Ensign Robbie, First Officer Smith, Security Lead Jones, and Chief Pilot McCarthy.
Captain's over here.
Greetings, fellow space travelers. It's time once again for another thrilling episode of Captain Robinson and the Iron Pirate, brought to you by the Amalgamated Underpickers. With Amalgamated, you have nothing to cry about. Today we find Captain Robinson and the crew of the Iron Pirate heading for Epsilon 5 when things take a turn from the worst.
Sir, we really need to talk about updating the communication system. We're the only ship using rotary dial phones.
Danger! Will Robinson! Danger! Ensign Robbie! For the last time, it's Bill Robinson, not Will Robinson. Now will someone turn off that alarm before I suspect the cook has burned the toast again?
That's what I was saying. Now will someone please wind me up?
Sir, with all due respect, I believe Inside Robbie may be correct. Our sensors indicate there's a problem in cargo hold number 3. We've lost all communications with that area of the ship. Captain Robinson?
Well, he already slipped his line. First Officer Smith, you and Security Lead Jones go down to Cargo Bay 3 and find out what's going on. Okay.
Look! I think I see smoke coming from cargo bay number 3!
I think you're right, but we will need to take a closer look. I should be able to get the door open.
Good grief! The entire cargo bay is filled with smoke! The fire suppression system has malfunctioned! You'll have to activate it manually!
Why me? Every time a dangerous situation, it's always send in the woman. You can manually activate the fire suppressor yourself.
What? No, it has nothing to do with your gender. I'm a coward! Willie!
Meanwhile, back to the main deck.
You know, McCarthy, the burdens of leadership weigh heavily upon me. As a matter of fact, I was thinking of taking a few days off.
Really? How would we tell?
Oh, yes, hit the open road, so to speak, with just the bare necessities of life. Food, clothing, and a blonde.
Good sir, what about the fire?
Oh, yes, she obviously has a lot of fire. Unusual in a blonde. That reminds me, I need to talk to First Officer Smith. I want to get his advice on something. Just ring him up on the phone here.
Just as the first officer reached for the phone, it began to ring.
That must be the fire department. They must have seen the fire on their sensors. Smith, pick up the phone.
Hello? Is this the fire department? Hello?
Hey, Smith, guess who this is? Captain Robinson, Captain Bill Robinson. How's it going? I just wanted to get your advice.
Sir, you just sent me down to cargo bay number 3!
Indeed, good, very good. I trust everything is shipshape. I just wanted your advice. My great aunt Bertha just died recently while eating a cream puff. She left me half interest in a department store and a quarter interest in a distillery. Oh, they want to make me manager or janitor.
Sir, with all due respect, we're having a fire!
Oh, fire, really? You should call the fire department. A fire on a spaceship is a very dangerous thing. I recall I was working on fighter bound for Nigel 7 when suddenly...
Sir, we don't have time for one of your anecdotes!
Artichokes! I, for one, highly recommend the Bolivian artichoke. Oh, a single Bolivian artichoke can feed a family of 4 for a week.
Well, I don't, Bolivia.
Oh, go take a long spacewalk. Go take a long spacewalk with a short air hose.
Sir, the fire is spreading. We need to call the fire department immediately.
Say, is that you, Jones? How do you feel about Bolivian artichoke?
Sir, that's irrelevant.
Oh, my elephant. When did I get an elephant? I hope it likes Bolivian artichoke.
Sir, this smoke is so thick we can't see a thing! We need to call the fire department!
You know how to call the fire department. Simplest thing in the world.
We would, sir, but if you please get off the line!
Of course I'll get off the line. How else could I call the fire department?
Operator.
What?
Operator.
Is that you, operator?
Yes.
Good grief, I thought it was my chair squeaking. Say, could I report a fire by saying, I want to report a fire?
Yes.
Oh, what a marvelous improvement over the old method of running into the street yelling fire until your lungs gave out.
What is your location?
The bridge.
Thank you.
I wonder why she wanted my location. The fire is in Cargo Bay 3.
And this concludes this week's episode of Captain Robinson and the Iron Pirate. Tune in next week when Captain Robinson says...
What do you mean? My great aunt is still alive.
And let's have a round of applause for the captain.
One more thing to do for today is each year we give Sherri a nice little thank you gift. So Sherri, come on down.
So they were marvelous. And our Once again, if you'd like to sign up for the class, the enrollment information is on the back of your program. Please join us in some snacks, also provided by the cast. Thank you for coming to the Impact of Radio in Our Lives.